Cardi B gets so emotional thanks to Stefon Diggs' unexpected gesture. The night was supposed to be simple. Cardi B had just wrapped a hectic week of studio sessions, brand meetings, rehearsals, and mom duties. Her voice was tired, her mind overwhelmed, and her heart carrying the silent weight she never expressed publicly. Stefon Diggs had noticed, quietly, carefully, through small things, the tone of her calls, the shorter texts, the way she smiled but didn't really smile. And he hated seeing her like that. That Saturday evening, Cardi expected nothing more than a quiet night at home after putting culture and wave to bed. She lit a candle, tied her hair up, and sat on the couch scrolling through her phone, until she noticed something strange. Her security system showed Stefon Diggs at the front gate. No announcement. No warning. No, I'm on my way. Just him. Cardi's heart dropped, not out of fear, but out of confusion. She grabbed her robe and went downstairs, opening the door just enough to peek outside. There he was, dressed simple, black hoodie, sweatpants, and a gentle, almost nervous smile. "Hey," he said softly. "Can I talk to you for a minute?" Cardi nodded, still unsure what was happening. She stepped aside, and Stefon walked in with his hands behind his back. White medium star, the unexpected gift. When he finally revealed what he was hiding, Cardi gasped so hard she had to sit down. It was a framed handwritten letter, placed inside a glass box, with a small engraved plate that read, "For Belcalis. A woman who gives the world so much. Here's something to give back to you." Cardi's eyes instantly filled with tears. She hadn't even read the letter yet. Stefon cleared his throat, suddenly unsure. "I know you've been pushing yourself," he said. "I know the world sees Cardi B the superstar, but only a few people know Belcalis the human being. I just wanted to show you. I see you. I appreciate you. And you're not alone." Cardi swallowed hard, her emotions rising like a wave she couldn't suppress. "You wrote this for me?" she whispered. Stefon nodded. "I wrote every word." She opened the glass case carefully, treating the letter like a treasure. The paper was thick, elegant, slightly textured. When she unfolded it, her eyes immediately blurred with tears. White medium star, the letter that broke her down. It read, "Belcalis. You're stronger than you admit. You give love even on days you feel empty. You carry others even when no one carries you. And I see that. I admire that. And I will never let you walk alone again. Stefon, ****. By the second line, tears were already falling from her cheeks. By the last line, she covered her mouth, letting out a tiny sob she didn't mean to let escape. Stefon stepped forward, gently wiping a tear from her cheek. "I didn't do this to make you cry," he murmured. "I did it because you deserve to be reminded of who you are. Not Cardi. You." Cardi blinked rapidly, trying to regain control, but the emotion hit too deeply. She sat back, letting her heart feel something she hadn't allowed in a long time, being seen, truly seen. White medium star, the moment that changed everything. What made the gesture even more unexpected wasn't just the letter. It was what came next. Stefon walked her to the backyard, a place she hadn't stepped into that evening. When the door opened, Cardi froze. There were lights everywhere. Soft, warm lanterns. A dinner table set up beautifully. Her favorite flowers arranged perfectly. A small speaker playing the acoustic version of her favorite Spanish songs. It looked like a private fairy tale. Cardi put a hand to her chest. "Steph, what is all this?" He shrugged, shyly rubbing his neck. "You needed a break. You needed to breathe. And you deserve something that's about you, not the career, not the pressure, not the drama." Cardi shook her head in disbelief. "Stefon, nobody has ever done something like this for me. Not like this. Not this thoughtful." He stepped closer, looking into her eyes with a soft seriousness. I want to be the person who brings you peace, not noise. The sentence hit her like a tidal wave. She collapsed into his arms, crying softly into his chest as he held her tightly. No paparazzi. No cameras. No crowds. Just two hearts finding safety in each other. White medium star dinner, laughter, and a confession they didn't expect. They ate. They talked. They laughed harder than they had in weeks. Cardi opened up, more than she intended to. She admitted how tired she had been, how overwhelmed she felt, how heavy fame could be. How lonely it got, even with millions of followers. Stefon listened, really listened. Then, as the evening grew quieter, he said one thing that made her heart tremble. Just know this. If you ever fall, I'll be there before you hit the ground. Cardi didn't respond immediately. She couldn't. Her throat closed with emotion again. Finally, she whispered. Stefon, thank you. For seeing me. For doing all this. For caring. He brushed his thumb against her cheek. I don't care about Cardi be the superstar, he said. I care about the woman. The heart. The soul. She felt her entire chest open, her walls lowering in a way she had fought against for so long. White medium star, the final surprise. Just when she thought the night couldn't get more emotional, Stefon handed her one last small box. Inside was a delicate diamond bracelet, simple, elegant, nothing flashy. Engraved inside were the words. You matter. Cardi held it against her chest, crying again, this time harder. These weren't celebrity gestures. These weren't grand public stunts. These were intimate, quiet, real expressions of love and care. She threw her arms around him, burying her face in his neck. I don't know what I did to deserve this, she whispered. Stefon kissed the top of her head. You existed. That's enough. White medium star, the internet goes wild. Cardi posted a single photo later that night, a blurry picture of her tear-streaked cheek resting on someone's chest, with the letter slightly visible in the corner. No caption. No tag. But the world instantly knew. And fans exploded with theories. OMG, Stefon did something huge again. Cardi crying like this? He must have done something beautiful. This relationship is becoming legendary, loudly crying face fire. But no one, not even the fans, knew just how deeply the gesture touched her soul. Only she and Stefon understood the magic of that night. White medium star, the emotional aftermath. Later in bed, after he left, Cardi held the letter to her chest again. She reread it twice, 3 times. She wiped away fresh waves of tears. She whispered into the quiet room. He really cares about me. And for the first time in weeks, maybe months, she felt calm. Loved. Valued. Seen. Stefon Diggs' unexpected gesture wasn't expensive. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was pure, intimate love, the exact thing Cardi didn't even realize she had been craving. And it changed everything between them. White medium star, the end, or the beginning. The emotional moment became a turning point. A deeper connection. A new chapter neither of them planned, but both of them needed. And in the silence of that night, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a gesture. It was the start of something real. Here is your very long, dramatic, emotional, click-worthy fictional story for Cardi B gets so emotional thanks to Stefon Diggs' unexpected gesture. Story is written in your signature dramatic, viral style tone. White medium star Cardi B gets so emotional thanks to Stefon Diggs' unexpected gesture. A very long, emotional, cinematic fictional story. The night had started like any other in Cardi B's world, busy, loud, chaotic, filled with press calls and last-minute schedule changes. She was in Los Angeles preparing for a major brand event, wearing a glittering gown that shimmered like 1,000 diamonds. But inside, she wasn't fully herself. For days, she had been overwhelmed with stress, rumors, and the painful feeling that people on the internet were twisting every detail about her budding relationship with Stefon Diggs. She hadn't spoken to him all morning. Not because they were fighting, but because she didn't want him to see how drained she felt. She didn't know. He was already planning something. Fire Chapter 1, Cardi's Silent Struggle. Scrolling online before her glam team arrived, Cardi saw the headlines. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs already cracking. Fans spot distance between Cardi and Steph. Offset posts mysterious message, Cardi reacts. The blogs never rested. And though she kept a brave face, the noise had started sinking deeper than she wanted to admit. She closed her phone, sighed, and whispered. Damn, people don't know nothing. But her eyes glistened. She felt alone, even with millions of fans. Fire Chapter 2, Stefon feels the shift. On the other side of the country, Stefon Diggs sat in his quiet hotel room before a practice session. He could sense Cardi's energy through her silence. She was usually bubbly, loud, playful, sending him voice notes, teasing him, calling him Mr. Buffalo. But today, nothing. Steph sat back and exhaled, thinking. Something's off. I'm not letting her go through that alone. He canceled everything on his schedule. Everything. A meeting with his agent. A training session. A podcast appearance. Gone. Steph had a plan, a big one. Fire Chapter 3, The Secret Call. He made one phone call. Make sure the jet is ready in an hour, he told his manager. And I need the package delivered to her hotel before 6 p.m. No mistakes. His team scrambled, because when Stefon made that tone, it meant something serious. Then he called Cardi's assistant quietly. Don't tell her I called. Just make sure she'll be in her room around 7. Even through the whisper of secrecy, the assistant could feel it. Stefon was about to change Cardi's night completely. Fire Chapter 4, The Mystery Package. Arrives. At precisely 5:58 p.m., a small velvet box arrived at Cardi's hotel suite door. The concierge said only. This was left for Miss Belcalis, with strict instructions to give it to her personally. Cardi frowned, no idea who it could be from. She opened the box slowly. Inside was a handwritten letter on heavy, cream-colored cardstock, Stefon's handwriting, the one she teased him about for being too neat. She unfolded it. I know you've been carrying weight you don't speak about. You don't have to be strong all the time. Not with me. I'm flying out to see you tonight. Get dressed. I want to show you something. Steph ***. Her breath caught. Her chest tightened. She didn't know whether to laugh or cry. No man had done something like this for her in a long, long time. Fire Chapter 5, The Monumental Surprise. Cardi stepped into the elevator, wearing a simple but elegant outfit, her heart beating fast. The hotel rooftop was empty, lit by golden lights dancing across the floor. A soft breeze swept through the night. Then she heard footsteps. She turned. Stefon Diggs appeared from the shadows, wearing a tailored black coat, looking like he walked straight out of a movie. Cardi gasped. Steph. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be at practice. He smiled gently, walked toward her, and held her hands. Practice can wait. You can't. Her eyes filled instantly. Fire Chapter 6, The Unexpected Gesture. Stefon guided her toward the center of the rooftop. Behind them stood a massive screen, surrounded by candles and rose petals. She had no clue what was about to happen. Then the screen lit up. And Cardi froze. It was a video. A montage of her best moments as a mother, a woman, an artist, a fighter. Clips of her laughing, grinding through tough interviews, surprising fans, making music, hugging her kids, wiping tears backstage. Then Stefon's voice narrated over the montage. Before anything, you're a human being with a big heart. I see you. I appreciate you. I admire you. And no matter what the blogs say, I'm here, for you. Cardi's lip trembled. Tears streamed down her face. She covered her mouth, overwhelmed. Steph, nobody's ever done something like this for me. He wiped her tears with his thumbs, holding her face gently. Fire Chapter 7, The Confession That Melted Her Heart. Belcalis, he said softly, I know what the world demands from you. They want entertainment. They want drama. But I want peace for you. I want your smile. I want your happiness. Cardi looked down, shaking from emotion. I've been tired,